What's up, everybody? It is, wow, that looks way different than the normal routine. Oh, let me put my hat on. Because you can't see the bald head reveal. Well, this is good. We can have an offset camera. I'm okay with that. That's fine. Oh, wait, hold on. Always got to do this. Okay. Well, hello, everybody. My name is NikoTheLegend, and today, on the NIKO show you guessed it, another Hangout stream, which means not only will I be doing some segments here throughout the podcast, or whatever the heck you want to call it, I will also be looking at the chat this time, because usually the NIKO show I don't look at the chat at all, but this is episode 40, and I kind of wanted to do something a little different. And also, I'm pretty sure a lot of my followers aren't going to care about the topics I talk about. But for the people that do stop by for gym stuff, I will explain that here right in a second. Really, Kat? Really? Now you want to come up and hang out? Anyway, the gym edition today is going to be talking about this Ace Fitness Journal I got in the mail today for February 2019. And I'll show you right here. This is it. So that's going to be the main focus today. I'm going to be reading through the magazine and kind of discussing stuff that they talked about and kind of reflecting across, bouncing off my own ideas, just to see how well I actually know what they're talking about, and or how poor, or and kind of explain it better if it's not explained properly, because you know when people write down articles in the amount of space they have, they kind of have to squeeze it in real quick. Yeah, they got to make it pretty tight fit, just to get some leg room. But another is, yeah, the gym edition. It kind of just popped in my head. I wanted to do it just for fun, for funsies. You know, I've been slacking on the NIKO show as of late. I know I just did one recently, but before that it was almost 3 weeks. But granted, I was sick for a whole week because I had a sinus infection, but still, that leaves 2 weeks of not having a show. It's bad. I get it. I used to do it almost on all my days off from work, but now I haven't been doing that. But I'm really gonna try to get to that once a week thing. Sometimes I just forget to do it, to be honest, because I'm so used to streaming video games and less on the live action on the podcast stuff. But yeah, gym stuff today we're going to be talking about, but as we all know, we will go through introductions first. And besides me being NikoTheLegend, I am your host. Welcome everybody. Just to remind you, it's the 40th episode of the NIKO show, so that's why I'm combining it and making it into a Hangout stream. So if you're not going to be interested in any of this gym stuff I'm going to be talking about, you can always chime in on your own accord on other topics as well. I don't mind being interjected like that. I know interjected sounds a little bit of a negative term, but it's really not, because you guys will be saying stuff on the fly if it comes to that. If I don't get anybody throughout this whole stream, you think I care? No. Someone on YouTube might care. Someone on YouTube. But yeah, I just originally I was gonna do it just talking about my Nintendo topics, but I'm on my couch today, and that never usually happens because I'm usually on my computer, because that's where all my sources are, and I don't have a laptop to be looking at the stuff to talk about, you know. So we're just gonna have to deal. We're just gonna have to deal today, and yeah, you know, if you don't like what I have to say, you always got the sick fat beats in the background of Zelda and Chill. It's great music. It's really great. Okay, and then yeah, let's get the introduction started already. Okay, already told you I am NikoTheLegend. I'm the host. Welcome. And let's see, we got gym edition, and then what's happening to me in real life. Well, good news about personal training related to Ace Personal Fitness. That's who I'm certified by on the magazine. That's the company who sends me magazines every month, I guess. I don't know how long. I think they sent it to me for maybe a year. I don't know. I really like it. I'm glad. I like getting fitness magazines. But besides this being my topic, I'm also trying to educate myself and you guys as well even if it makes you self-conscious, if a lot of you gamers aren't really into working out, like as much as I am, because I work out almost every day, and I made a career out of it. So unless you've done that and you've gone higher up, even further beyond, thanks Goku, then you must understand. You must understand my addiction. Anyway, yeah, certified personal trainer by ACE, and I do have a job as a personal trainer at a certain gym facility. I almost said the name, but 2 days ago I got a orientation which led to a client wanting to sign up for 12 sessions coming up for this Monday. And Monday is our first session together, and I am great. I am great. Wow, I was really conceited. I am greatly appreciative of it. I'm excited. She is starting from scratch. Never really worked out a day in her life, but she's not fat or anything. She's not overweight. I think she might be just. She has a small, petite body. She's, well, I guess you could say a bit underweight, but not like anorexic looking or anything like that. You know, just. I think the genetics is what's saving her. Let's just say that. But yeah, she's a really nice person. She's my age, 29. She's a teacher, and she does all this teaching for class and stuff, grades, and she does it at home, which is great. And yeah, it's cool to meet people at the orientation of all shapes and sizes and age groups and stuff like that. For the longest time, I've been getting orientations from people who are in their 40s and 60s. Now, I finally get someone in my age group who's got more energy and less injury. More energy, less injury. That's a good gym slogan. I'm going to patent that. More energy, less injury. Or, yeah. Somehow that'll work in the mix. But anyway, yeah, like I said, I'm really excited. I had an orientation today at 2:45, but the lady who I think she's in her 40s or maybe 50s, she canceled. I mean, stuff comes up all the time. It's normal for people to cancel. I've had 2 people cancel on me before I've even really met them. You know, I barely met this person. I just got an idea of who she was. I introduced myself, and then that was that. And then, yeah, it got canceled. Like I said, it happens, and it's good to know a day ahead of time. That's usually the polite thing to do for a personal trainer, because personal trainers have heavy schedules. As of late for me right now, I'm just building up that schedule. Besides working at a part-time job at the other place I work at the hospital, it's slow and steady right now, but I'm just glad to get clients and orientations because I still get money from it, and it's great. And I get to utilize my skills, you know. That's kind of the main thing that's happening for me for personal training. I guess something to supplement that, to complement it, is my schedule is going to change. Hospital scheduling was kind of sporadic. It was never the same thing weekly. You guys know what I'm talking about with those kinds of jobs. What I want to do is have it to where I am off 4 days in a row, and then I'm only working 3 days, which would be Saturday through Monday, and it'd be 10-hour shifts. And I talked to my boss. We haggled a little bit. We came to an agreement. It's nothing set in stone yet, but it ended on a good handshake and an understanding of what we both want, you know. And I really hope it happens. I really, really hope it happens. The soonest it could happen is next month, not this month, since the schedule is already made. But the reason why I'm doing my schedule is like this, because I want more time and freedom, obviously to myself and to you guys. If I ever do train you at the gym, I want to have that available hours, that set schedules where people can be comfortable. They don't have to worry about me like, no, I can't do today. No, I can only do it this time. No. That should only be a problem if I'm already working on the weekend, which will be the set schedule, Saturday through Monday, or if someone already fills in that slot, person I'm training. Then they can understand, and then they can probably find some leeway. But anyway, yeah, so far I can only train people in the morning to early afternoon. Nothing really past that, because like I said, my schedule is crazy. On days off, yeah, it can be fine. if someone wants to do once a week, but it's just got to be a set schedule. It's just got to be that way. But yeah, those are the two important things happening in real life. I guess another important thing is that I'm streaming on a couch. Sorry, I was watching the volumes go up on OBS. See? This is great. We get to just hang out. We got the winter background right now. Isn't that great? Pretty nice. Sorry about the lighting. I know it's just piss poor right there behind me, but beggars can't be choosers. Like I said, usually I'm on the computer and you can actually see me pretty well. But I'm further back now, so deal with it. Alright, now on to gaming stuff that I'm doing right now. I am just about done with Kingdom Hearts 3. I am actually going to finish it up either tonight or tomorrow, depending. Tonight I will be doing, hopefully a collab stream with Dayton Does Gaming for Divinity Original Sin 2. And I was debating if I wanted to record it or stream it. Sometimes I'm like, I just want to record it and just not have to show my face. I mean, I don't have to show my face if I don't want to, because I do that enough. Trust me. I do that enough. I always show my face, like right now or when I'm streaming other games. But I do want this to be a playthrough that I want to post on the YouTube channel. And because I love collabing with Dayton. Him and I have the best of times. It's hilarious when we're playing together. You guys know if you've seen our playthroughs on Pokemon, Heart Gold or Soul Silver and Platinum right now. If you haven't, I highly recommend you checking that out on the YouTube channel. The links are below. Self-promote. Because it is freaking hilarious. I'm telling you. Dayton and I, we know how to tickle each other's funny bone. It's really great. It's just one of those relationships to where anything the other person says, they will make you laugh. It's a good compliment to one another. That is the plan for tonight. If that does not happen, then I do plan on trying to finish Kingdom Hearts 3 tonight, which I will. Well, definitely, because I think I'm in the final world. Spoilers, if you are Kingdom Hearts 3 fans out there who haven't beaten the game. I'm in the final world. Don't worry, I won't spoil anything. And then, if I don't play Kingdom Hearts tonight, I will play it tomorrow. Because I'm only working 4 hours tomorrow at the hospital. Easy peasy. But I gotta remember to file my taxes. I gotta do that. The only thing I've done responsible today, besides working out, is washing my blankets. And getting groceries. You take one fight at a time. Anyway, let's see what else. Yes, Kingdom Hearts 3, great game so far. I'm really enjoying it. It's a ton of fun. I like it a lot. I think I'm about 26, 27 hours into it. Divinity Original Sin 2, let me tell you how awesome that game is. I can't tell you enough of how much fun that game is. If you don't know what Divinity Original Sin 2 is, it reminds you of the classic CRPG style of games where it's isometric, turn-based fighting, D&D, very heavily D&D-esque RPG, made by Larian Studios. They are definitely up there when it comes to making CRPGs, along with Obsidian and In Exile. Larian Studios is amazing. It's great. This game is fantastic. The story's great. I love the things that I can say in it. Pick and choose that type of CRPG stuff. And it has consequences. A lot of text reading, a lot of dialogue stuff, if that's your thing. And it's just such a pretty game. And you can make so many different classes, and they have cool races for characters. They have undead, they have lizard people. I don't think they have like an Argonian type name. I think it's just lizard men or something. Humans, dwarves, elves, But I made an undead called NikoTheLegend, of course, but it's NIKO's afterlife journey or adventure when he actually dies or falls in battle, and then comes back to life. So now, he's trying to get back on his feet. But anyway, it's so freaking fun to play. It's solo. You can play it 4-player, co-op, 2-player, 3-player. It doesn't matter. You guys can all adventure together. You guys can all be completely different personalities. I mean, in all honesty, you don't even have to stick together in the party. Like, one person can just go off and do his own shit without even you knowing, which is crazy. Someone could be doing his own quests in your story mode, while the three of you are just trying to fight this huge battle. You can do that. You can do whatever. Think of it literally as D&D, but in video game form. It's awesome. Like I said, and also if you like medieval fantasy, I mean, it's so great. Just by the soundtrack alone, if you sit there at the title or the main menu, you're just in for a great time. I'm telling you. Anyway, that's Divinity Original Sin 2. That is another game that I've been playing off screen, and sometimes I have been streaming for the hiccup streams because I love playing that game so much, and I want you guys to see it. Anything else? I did beat Red Dead Redemption 2 recently. Okami. Resident Evil 2 I beat recently. I'm still playing that. I'm actually going to be doing an LP today of Resident Evil 2 with Dr. DeCesso. I can't wait for that. So today, for media purposes, my day is full of shit to do. But it's good fun. Let's see. What else? Next week, I completely forgot that Metro Exodus comes out next week. This first-person horror game, post-apocalyptic horror game. That, I don't know if I'll be able to get it day one. I don't know. I believe it comes out on the 15th, I think. The 15th. I don't think I'm off that day. I think it comes out on a Friday. Of course, just like Resident Evil 2, it comes out on a Friday. Usually games have been coming out on my days off. I've gotten pretty lucky, and I'll do like pretty big premiere streams for them, like 6 to 8 hours. I don't know. I do want to get the game, don't get me wrong, but I might have to wait a little bit because I'm playing Divinity Original Sin 2 right now, and I got Kingdom Hearts 3. And Divinity Original Sin 2 it's going to be a long fucking game. Those games are really long. Okay, so we talked about the game stuff I'm doing, we talked about the personal stuff I'm doing. Now let's talk about the main chunk of the podcast / Hangout stream. Yeah, it doesn't really have a big ring to it, but that's okay. All right, like I said, I'm going through this Ace Fitness Journal, and I'm going to read some things here. Hey, what's up, Griff? Welcome. I'm going to read the stuff out of here now that we got the introduction part stuff out of the way. And like I said, this is a fitness journal that Ace decides to give me every month for free. I didn't ask for this, but I appreciate it, Ace. Thank you so much. And just to kind of give you an idea of what we're going to be talking about is, let's see, resistance training for hypertrophy, what frequency is best, drumming up fitness, meet Guatemala's first ACE certified professional, and then nutrition coaching for success. And then there's the RD trainer hybrid, bending the model. There's quite a bit of few things. These magazines aren't too big, but like I said, I like to enlighten myself. I like to educate myself with ACE and what they offer, because their website is so awesome. If you're ever certified, if you want to just educate yourself on the fitness world, there's so much in the database for ACE. It's great. Not the hardware store ACE, but ACE exercise. Okay, so let's see how this goes. I'm quite curious. Okay, we're just gonna go flip through all the pages and see what happens. All right. So in this issue of February 2019, let's see. There's gonna be 7 headlines, whatever that means. Resistance training for muscle size. How many days per week is best? A woman's place is in the weight room. Optimize workouts to account for differences in musculature, and hormones. Yes. Women should work out. I, myself, like strong women, and not strong like, ooh, women's privilege and rights and stuff. Not that. I'm talking about like muscular and have high energy and actually cares about their body and is honest with themselves. Usually a lot of fitness people are pretty honest with themselves. They're like, hey, I don't look so well. I don't look healthy. I'm going to actually take care of this. I'm going to do some shit. I'm going to make time out of my day and I'm making fucking excuses. And I'm going to get in the gym and I'm going to go work out. And I'm going to feel good about it. And I'm going to get results and I'm going to have a healthier lifestyle. And all these problems that I've been having are probably going to go away or get better. Problems? You decide what problems. Muscle soreness, bone, joint issues, joint swelling, whatever you want to call it. Heavy breathe, hard to breathing, diabetes, any type of insulin resistance. I'm telling you, it works everything. Everything. So anyway, hey, what's up, Scully? Welcome. Welcome to the NIKO Hangout show, also the NIKO show, episode 40, Gym Edition. Prepare to be bored. But like I said, if you guys interject with anything else you want to talk about, I don't mind talking about it. Because usually when I do the NIKO show, I don't look at the chat. I don't have the chat up because it's like a talk show platform. I usually read the stuff at the end, but today it's gonna be both, considering that I'm just here to hang out with you guys. Stay positive. Yes, that's a pretty easy one, an obvious one, but still great nonetheless. I think you should be positive whenever you're going to exercise and go into the gym or healthier lifestyle, because I understand that it can be a scary place to be surrounded by all these strangers and machines that look like old school medieval torture devices, and then just going out, just getting outside and going into a public place is pretty hard in itself. So the gym is a pretty huge leap. One should not take it so lightly because you will easily be overwhelmed if you do not take your time. That's why they have me as a personal trainer to help you get through that, out of that shell, out of your comfort zone, and being put into a place to where someone could look at you. Someone could touch you. Someone could say hi to you. Someone could be like, hey, you need help with that? Someone. You get the idea. Gymquisition. Oh, you know what's funny is that my friends that I work out with in the morning, we call it gym, J-I-M. They're like, hey, we're going to go to the gym. All right, and then let's see. Nourish, food for thought, and then nutrition, fitness, hybrid, building the model. Build a better club or studio. Team idea at your service. Idea, home study, continuing education quizzes. How to keep attendees in class, and then integrated stretching. Okay. Where Skullbone says, question about building muscle for basketball and building body mass. I don't think those two really go well together, but let's find out. What's up? What's your question? Because in basketball, they're not strong they're strong in their own way. They have a completely different fitness program than NFL athletes. NFL athletes do a ton of compound, a ton of standard workouts and stuff like that to get them strong. I know basketball players do it, but basketball players, they don't go for the bulk unless they're built that way, like Shaquille O'Neal, like Jesus Criminy, or Dwight Howard. But a lot of basketball athletes, it's more endurance type stuff, higher intensities, and more drills, more plyometric stuff, and just more movement involved. How can you build up my arms? Me? I can't help you. Well, I can't physically help you right now. How can you build up my arms? Simple. You just grab some dumbbells. Well, let's get more specific. When you're talking about arms, are you talking about biceps? Are you talking about the top part of your arm or the bottom? Or are you just talking because as a personal trainer, I'm going to be asking those specific details. A lot of people, when they go in to get something done, they generalize, like arms is too general. It's like doing legs. I mean, you can do that. I mean, I call it arm workouts, but for me, arm workouts are like my biceps and forearms and stuff like that. It's never my triceps. Triceps are usually on chest day and stuff like that. So let me know when you know what you're specifically wanting to ask. What part of the arms? All right, so let's see here. Guatemala's first ACE certified professional, Juan Pablo. And of course, how heavy do you recommend biceps? I mean, if you're... So you have to know what you really want in your workout. You can't... It's too hard to go in without knowing truly. Do you want to do... Are you trying to build up strength? Are you trying to do endurance? Or are you going to be kind of in the middle? Because if you're going to be doing anything strength related, then lower reps the better. You want to do at least 1 to 6 reps, maybe 7. That's how you build strength. You know, lower the reps, the more strength involved. If you're going to do 8 to 12, that's hypertrophy. That's going to be kind of in the middle. You're going to be kind of getting both of endurance and strength. But if you do anything above 12, it's endurance training. It really, like I said, it really just depends on what you're asking for. If you're trying to get, if you're in the middle, if you're kind of doing what I'm doing, you know, but I mean, obviously you want to switch it up every so often, you know, after you get used to a certain routine. Then yeah, you want to do something like between 8 to 12 reps. I mean, there's only so many different ways of doing arm exercises, bicep curling. You would have to do some research, but you can do the standard curling where you're like standing and you got the biceps. I can't fold my arms all the way down. Okay, I can't do that right now because I'm on a couch. But you're gonna do the standard curling that you see everybody else do, you know, like that. You can use the barbell if you want, because some barbells already have weights on it. Just make sure you keep your feet together and back straight, and then all you're doing is just going down far enough to where you're about to be fully extended, and you're gonna go up and squeeze. You know, you don't have to go all the way to the top. You don't have to rest it all the way. You can just go to a certain point where you feel the most tension. But yeah, you can do regular curling. You could do hammer curling the other way, which adds, you know, that's going to work out the length of your bicep. Regular curling is going to be the bulk or the, you know, the rising of it, you know, like it's going to push it up. You can do wrist curls with dumbbells. You can do preacher curls. You can do that as well. There's also some machines where you can do bicep curling. Like I said, there's not too many different ways of doing curling. It's always going to be pretty much the same motion. If you're doing like legs or chest, there's different motions you can do. But biceps really, really doesn't stray too far from the... also, pull-ups or chin-ups. Chin-ups and pull-ups are good for biceps too, because you need that. Yep, no problem. And like I said, like, I mean, I can only go through so much, but online there's so many different ways of doing the same motion but different positions and stuff like that. Yeah, just go start off, just warm up, lightweight and stuff like that, and work your way up, because a lot of times you have to find where you need to start. You have to, what is it called? Let's see. Yeah, you gotta, what is the word I'm looking for? You gotta find a good starting point, yeah, to where you know that you'll be getting a good workout every set. You don't want to make it too easy, of course, unless you're going for a really high rep. Other than that, just test out the weight. If it's too easy, try going up about 5%. Just go up 5 pounds and just work your way up from there. Because even when you're testing out weight, you're still working out, even if it's not being too strenuous. But, you know, like I said, you're just trying to find your starting point where you should start for next time. You know, sometimes you have to do that. You just have to experiment. But anyway, yeah, like I said, the most basic thing for bicep curling is just doing the standard standing curl, or you can sit if you want to. If you like sitting, just keep your back straight at all time. Just don't use your back and don't swing. Just literally stand straight as a board. And anyway, okay. So Juan Pablo from Guatemala City, Guatemala. He has a master's degree in business administration and business process reengineering. ACE certified group fitness instructors, health coach, sports conditioning specialist, fitness. Okay, he's literally got every fucking thing in the ACE bag. Corporate Wealth and Wellness Association, corporate wellness specialist. Like, Jesus fucking criminy. All I have is just, well, for now, all I have is just being certified as a personal trainer. I do want to do want to be eventually a group fitness instructor or a sports conditioning specialist, but you just got to expand the education. You have to do your personal training stuff for at least 2 years before you can actually go any further. All right. So I guess we're going to be reading about his success story. You know how much we love reading success stories. After being hit by a car while cycling in 2011, Juan Pablos found himself fighting for his life. He had suffered a fractured skull and clavicle and was experiencing facial paralysis. Through months of rehabilitation, therapy, healthy eating, and exercise, Juan was able to heal, recognizing the power of positive attitude, and healthy living. He chose to change careers and become a health and fitness professional. He is now an ACE certified group fitness instructor and health coach. As the first ACE certified personnel in Guatemala, Juan is paving the way for other aspiring professionals in his country. Thank God, because Guatemala is literally a shit show right there with its economy and just crime and everything. It's nice to have a little positive, healthy lifestyle every once in a while. How long have you been a health and fitness professional? Let's see. I became a health and fitness professional 6 years ago after my accident. So he's been doing this for a while already. I'm literally 3 months in. And I realized I had a strong purpose to help others through fitness and disease prevention. I thought about how I could combine this passion with my skill set as an industrial engineer and with my master's degree in business administration. I opened my fitness studio. He's wanted $1 million. Wow, zinger right there. That deserves a medal. Yeah, business administrator can easily open up a business. Let's see. I decided to become an ACE certified group fitness instructor so that I could be recognized as the best in the industry in my country. Since then, I've continued my education as an ACE certified health coach, sports conditioning specialist, and fitness nutrition specialist. My fitness studio specializes in group and personal fitness. We have clients from 10 years of age to 77. I also provide health coaching and offer companies a corporate wellness program I designed called 60 Days Fit. 60 Days Fit. I work to help sedentary and unhealthy individuals establish good nutrition and exercise habits in 60 days. Sedentary is when you are absolutely not doing anything for your body in terms of exercise or nothing. You're just kind of just bleh. Your body's not really having much action, much energy output when your body's like a slouch or a couch potato. Let's see. You are studying to become an ACE cancer exercise specialist. What inspired you to do this? I didn't know they had that in ACE. Recently, my mother was unexpectedly diagnosed with lymphoma. I'm going to help her through treatment in the best way I know. With fitness, I told her we are going to get through this together with the formula for success: faith, very religious, positive attitude, conventional medicine, exercise, and nutrition. And I'm telling you, folks, a lot of illnesses, a lot of just any type of problem your body has internally or externally, they're mainly all internally. Fitness will help cure it like crazy. You have no idea how much health benefits come out of exercising. I mean, it is literally the best medicine, the cure for your ailments. I'm not kidding. You will get less sick. You will have less heart problems. The main thing is the cardiac problems, the cardiac respiratory, whatever issues. Yeah. You don't want to have a bad heart, or else you won't make it far in life. That's just the cold hard truth. That's mainly what besides your body, but your heart is being strengthened too. And you need a strong heart to help get through a lot of life's bullshit, a lot of curveballs. If you have a weak heart, you're not going to get very far. And you want your heart to pump a lot of blood. You want it to be strong at pumping blood and strong in taking blood in and out throughout your exercise and stuff like that. Because trust me, having a nice steady heart rate that's not above the hundreds would be pretty good. Recently, my mother was... Oh, wait, I already did that. How does your work influence your community? I strive to help my clients attain positive, healthy results, not only in the short term, but in the long term as well. We focus on making fitness a lifestyle, not on diets or quick solutions. I want my clients to bring what they learned home to their families so everyone can be healthier. Emotionally, this is the most difficult certification I will earn, but I am certain we will have a positive outcome. Yes. And you know what? When you see role models out there who have been through hell and back again, a Hobbit's tale. No, I'm just kidding. It's good to know that personal trainers know what they're doing. But trust me, I've seen there's some personal trainers where I work at who are certified, and well, I think it's just one to where their technique needs some work. It's not bad, but it's not close to flawless. And then the rest of the trainers, they all do like their own like uppity, a lot of movement type exercises. I'm not much of a, jumping everywhere, like jumping jacks, jump roping, and doing all these crazy like bringing your legs up and all that. It really depends, but I'm mainly just a strength trainer, to be honest. I know exercises that can really increase cardiorespiratory and help out with that. But yeah, everybody's got their strengths, and weaknesses in whatever field they work in. But I would be mainly like a strength trainer. I'm really good at making people stronger. Stronger. Why do you love what you do? Through my work, let's see if it's the same answer as mine. I get to influence others and change their lives for the better. I've had clients who have lost more than 100 pounds and have vastly improved their blood pressure, cholesterol, and other health issues. See, this is what I'm talking about. My clients are thankful that we helped change their lives, and we are thankful they let us be a part of their success story. That's exactly how I feel. You guys don't understand. If you don't work out and you're contemplating or you're pre-contemplating, like you just don't see any reason to do it because you're prideful and you're too stubborn or you're scared of going out there in the real world, well, I got news for you. You're not going to live as long as the other person who's exercising every day, unless they have some genetic condition where it's normal for them to get a heart attack or something, or they have strokes or something. Sometimes you can't help that. Or you get Alzheimer's. But I'm telling you, you fucking do it at least once or twice a week, and you will live a longer life and a happier life. I'm telling you, it'd be great. I'd not let you down. You do it right, or don't do it at all. But I'm not trying to like scare you guys into doing it, but I'm just saying, you'd be surprised. You will be super duper surprised on how much better you will feel if you work out or exercise. Go for a goddamn walk. Like if you don't even want to work out with other people and you want to just do something, go for a walk. Go outside. Get the heart rate going a little bit. Go for a half a mile. Start half a mile. Go for a mile. A lot of people, when they go into this fitness stuff, they think they have to do the super heavy shit right away, the super difficult stuff. No, you don't. You can take your time on this. You have your whole goddamn life to get good at this stuff. Take your time. Because guess what? If you don't enjoy it, if the challenge is too hard, you're not going to want to do it anymore. So know thyself and don't rush into it. Only fools rush in, okay? And if you want to be great at something, you don't rush it. Okay? You can't rush greatness. So get it out of your head on thinking that you should just be doing heavy weight, or you should just be going the extra mile already. Going the extra mile is it really just depends on how you're feeling at the time. But in all honesty, you have to be already doing that thing to go the extra mile. Like if you're running 3 laps and you want to go the extra mile, like literally, then fine, you can do that. But you have to be doing it already. You can't just put extra effort into something you're not doing. But, also you could just talk to people. You can just get their advice. You can learn. You can research. You can find so many things on the internet these days just talking about how to go into the gym world or something like that. How to prepare myself to exercise. There's so many things you can look up. But you don't have to take my word for it. Isn't that Reading Rainbow? Okay. Is that it? Oh. Wait, really? Wow, that was it for him? Wow, see, he didn't even have that much time. Anyway, that was Juan. That was Juan Pablo. Congratulations, Juan Pablo. All right. Drumming for fitness, hit or miss. All right. No joke. It's literally as it sounds, drumming. You have drumsticks in your hand. I don't think they're actual. I think they're like plastic. I don't know what material they are. I don't think they're wooden sticks like normal drumsticks, but you have sticks in your hand and you're drumming along. You're banging on the ground or whatever in a certain form, in a technique you do. So we're gonna find out if it actually does something for you. I'm pretty sure it does, considering that it's got a lot of APM, actions per minute, and it's gonna increase your heart rate. ACE investigates the energy expenditure and relative exercise intensity of a pound cardio jam session. That's what it's called. Pound is the name for the drumming for fitness stuff. And if you're at any health facility, you will see that and you'll be like, oh yeah, that's the drumming stuff, pound. What if you could drum your way to fitness? According to one manufacturer, drumming is an effective way to exercise. As me, I am a intermediate drummer. I'm not professional because I don't get paid for it, but I'm an intermediate level drummer, and let me tell you, yeah, you will burn a lot of calories, you will sweat, and your heart rate will go up like crazy. And it's just damn fun. The only pieces of equipment needed are ripsticks, drumsticks that weigh 1/4 pound each and are used to pound to the beat of the music. The manufacturer states that a 60-minute pound workout can burn more than 900 calories. 900 calories! Holy shit. That's insane. That is a good, literally, probably, that's close to 1/3 of like your calorie intake. Pretty close to it. If you're a female, it's half. But if you're a male, it's probably 1/3. To study the physiological response to such a workout and put this claim to the test, ACE called on the research team in the Department of Exercise and Sports Science at the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse. Okay, so now we're going to find out if it's really good. Okay, so pay attention. This is going to be a study, so it's going to have a lot of numbers and a lot of statistical stuff. So if this is boring, just chime into a different subject, and we can talk about that too. Anyway, here we go. Let me take my shot of water. Okay. The researchers recruited 22 apparently healthy male and female volunteers between the ages of 18 and 25 years old. All were recreationally active, having exercised at least 3 times weekly for the previous 6 months. Okay, so they're gymaholics like me. According to lead researcher John Porcari, his PhD, HR is artificially elevated during, or heart rate is artificially elevated during pound exercise owing to a combination of several factors. Because participants are in the semi-squatting position during much of the class, this procedure produces isometric contractions of the leg muscles, which can disproportionately elevate heart rate. The gripping of the ripsticks coupled with the extensive upper body movement also contributes to the large increases in heart rate relative to VO2, which is just oxygen intake, and output. Ventilatory output, I believe, or oxygen, whatever. Ventilatory oxygen. Therefore, heart rate is not a good indicator of how hard participants are actually working during a pound class, he said. Stated simply, while the subjects' hearts were beating quickly, the participants were not breathing very heavily. At least not as heavily as they would have been if their heart rates have reached the same level during treadmill exercise. Ooh. So what it's saying is that it's just not your heart's not beating hard enough. It's not getting oxygen circulation as much as it should compared to like how you would be if you're running on a treadmill. And I think that's because you're actually moving your whole body when you're running or bicycling. There's more movement involved. This is you're just kind of already in a what is it? Where did I see that? You're kind of almost in a squat position. All subjects complete a maximal exercise test on the treadmill. A few practice pound classes to get used to the new modality, and then a pound cardio jam session. This 38-minute class was based on a pre-recorded pound DVD that is available on the company's website. The workout was of varying intensity and featured a 5-minute dynamic warm-up, 28 minutes of pound movements, and 5-minute cool-down. In addition to measuring heart rate and VO2, the researchers assessed each subject's rating of perceived exertion after the warm-up every 4 minutes during the workout and after the cool-down. Okay, so now we're going to find out the results. What is it, Kitty? What's up? Oh, Kitty attack. What's the machines? How much do you bench? How much do you weigh? And there's your answer. I'm just kidding. All right, the results. Response to the pound cardio jam session are represented in the table below. Heart rate percentage of maximal heart rate. Yep. Maximal oxygen uptake and RPE were similar between genders. Okay, so the amount of... Yeah. Where did I see that? Where did I see that? Yeah, the amount of effort they basically put into it, exertion, were similar between genders. So there wasn't really a difference between male and female of how much energy was used or how much they pushed. While peak heart rate and total calories burned per session were significantly different between males and females. That's obvious. Bottom line, the study found that subjects were exercising an average of 72% of heart rate max and 41% of VO2 max. Okay. Guidelines say that in order to achieve cardiorespiratory benefit, people need to exercise at an intensity of 64 to 94. Whoa. That's okay. And 40 to 85% of VO2 max. Okay, so 75, 72. Okay, so it does work. While participants' average HR max value were firmly within the recommended range, their average VO2 max value barely crept into the low end of that range. This was in large part due to the semi-squatting and sitting positions often used during the pound workout. The study also found that subjects burned an average of 238 calories during the 38-minute pound cardio jam session. Extrapolating the data from the 38-minute workout to a 60-minute workout, this would come to approximately 384 calories per hour for women, 444 for men. Far short of the manufacturer's claim of 900 calories or more per hour. Wow, so cut down by half. They said 900 calories, but it was literally cut down by half. Yeah, burning 900 calories in an hour is, especially when you're not putting that much oxygen intake or exertion compared to if you're running on a treadmill. Yeah, you would definitely burn a lot less. Let's see. The other method used in this current study to determine relative exercise intensity was the RPE scale. During the 28-minute workout portion of the pound session, subjects averaged an RPE of 12.7 on the 6 to 20 scale, which RPE scale is like kind of like a difficulty meter, you know, how much energy you put in, how hard it was. So they're saying, and you start from 6 and go to 20. It was kind of in the middle, 12.7, which correlates to a somewhat hard workout that's considered moderate intensity exercise. Importantly, while the pound cardio jam session was on the low end of what is needed to improve cardiorespiratory endurance and lose or manage weight, all the participants found it to be an enjoyable alternative to traditional aerobic exercise programs and modalities. So, I'll reinstate it. In conclusion, running on the treadmill is more effective for you if you do the same amount of time, because you will push more, you'll get more cardiorespiratory or circulation of oxygen flowing through you, and your heart rate will be up as well. Doing the pound, aka the drumming type stuff, your heart rate will be up, but your rate of perceived exertion won't be as high. It literally at the bare minimum, which is really interesting. And that's because you're at an already squatted position. You're not moving your whole body. You're just kind of moving your arms. It's kind of like how drummers are. They're just sitting in a chair or on a stool, and you're just kind of moving your arms around and stuff. But you're not moving your entire body. It's just your upper half. So you gotta. It's still not bad though. It's not bad. It can still be a decent workout because it still burns calories and stuff. It's not saying that's a bad thing or anything. Yeah, weights before dates. The Machine X has got it. That's that bro logic. Yeah, I do both, but it's mainly I mainly do strength exercising and stuff like that. Free weights. I normally do cardio at the end of my workout, but it's not high intensity. It's like moderate, or at night it's kind of a cool down per se. A nice way to finish off the workout. Like I'll bike for maybe 5 minutes, just to get some cardio in and stuff like that, or maybe run a mile or something. Really just depends, to be honest. Or running on the track or the treadmill. If I ever run on the treadmill, I always do high intensity. I put up the speed like almost like to max, and I do it for half a mile. It's pretty difficult. How much time do I spend in the gym? Let's see. It really depends on what muscle groups I'm working out. If it's, for example, if I'm doing leg day, I will spend at least an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. If it's biceps, or if it's a smaller muscle group like biceps or triceps or shoulders, I can spend 30 minutes to 45 minutes. And that's included with the cardio and doing abs and stuff. But yeah, on average, probably I'm going to go with an hour average. 45 minutes to an hour is great. As long as I get, I don't time myself exactly, but I do like to leave at a certain time, if that makes any sense. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I've mastered how much I need to do and what I'm trying to do. But I try to switch it up though. Like if you're doing any type of HIIT workouts are going to be like higher intensity. You're going to get the workout done a lot quicker. You probably get it done in 30 minutes compared to like an hour. So it really depends what you want. But for me, it's on average an hour. An hour is good. It's difficult all the way through. I don't get bored of my workouts or anything to where I'm is it an hour yet? I don't do that. Like I said, I don't look at the clock really. All I do I just use it as a guideline to see what time it is and stuff like that. Because we all got other shit to do. All right, so that's enough about that study. Right, kitty? Ow! I pinched my you-know-what. My gonads, nah! Or how many times a week do you go to the gym? Let's see, I go for an hour each session on average, or 45 minutes to an hour, and I go at least 4 times a week. Sometimes 5 or 6. It depends if I'm training people at my other job. All right, Pilates and fall prevention. All right, let's see here. Oh man, I really squeezed my... Dang it, Kitty, you just had to be here during the pain stroke. As many as 1/3 of all adults over 65 years old fall each year. Yeah, let me tell you, working at a hospital, I see that shit all the time. With consequences that include serious injury, limited activity, and significant costs, researchers at California State University, Cal State, Northridge conducted a study that shows that Pilates reformer training, as little as once per week, can effectively reduce these risks. Because Pilates is a lot of balancing stuff. The randomized controlled trial's purpose was to evaluate whether Pilates-based exercises used the reformer can improve static and dynamic balance. Static is just not moving, just kind of standing still. Dynamic is more movement involved in your balancing, like walking. Walking, going upstairs, going downstairs. Let's see, and increase balance, confidence, and functional mobility, and reduce fall risk among aging adults who are at risk for falls. Yeah, try not to fall in the shower, people. Watch what you're doing in the showers. Investigators randomly... I don't ever want to fall in the shower. That's scary. Investigators randomly assigned 55 men and women with a mean age of 77 to either a control group or a Pilates training group. Control group members made no lifestyle changes. Pilates participants took a 1-hour group reformer class once per week for 10 weeks. Researchers took several measures of balance, postural control, balance, confidence, and functional mobility as baseline and post-intervention. Data analysis showed reduced fall risk and significant improvement in static and dynamic balance, functional mobility, balance, self-efficiency, and lower extremity active range. Lower extremity is like your lower region of your body, like legs, feet, knees, and quads, hamstring, that stuff. Upper extremity is like your arms, shoulders, hands. Study authors noted that owing to cost and equipment access, subjects trained only once per week. However, participants stated that they felt their improvements would have been more substantial with twice-a-week trains. More research is recommended. Well, you know what they say. You do it until you master it. You just repetition. Oh. Yeah, kitty. We're learning so much together. Well, Stuffy, where are you, Key? Wait, are you a personal trainer? Oh, yes, I am. As of 3 months now, I'm a little baby. The value of plain language. Are you using too much jargon? Oh, yes, too much jargon. Yes. Let's see. Many web articles and other written resources promoting physical activity are too difficult for the average U.S. adult to understand. Because we dumb. Per findings by Oregon State University researchers in Corvallis, Oregon, when people access the web and try to read something about exercise or health that is above their comfort level, they can easily become confused. If we think it's an important message, we should make it broadly accessible using plain, simple language as possible. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to use any type of gym jargon when I'm training somebody. I mean, I might call the exercise a different name. Like if I'm doing leg press, I always call leg press the sled. That's just what I call it. But I always, if I'm teaching a client, I always tell them both anyway. And a lot of times if it's a machine and has the name on it already, so it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, it's really good to know the actual names of the exercises that you're doing, because it just makes a lot of sense that way. If you do use the proper names. Like lat pull down or rows or shoulder press or dumbbell press, stuff like that. Researchers reviewed that the readability of 163 written resources created to encourage physical activity among the general public. Over 50% of the materials were written above an 8th grade reading level. Only 2.5% of materials fell within optimal reading levels, 5th grade or lower. Oh, Jesus. Fitness professionals keep these findings in mind when evaluating their own written communications and when considering their choice of teaching cues and explanations. For example, instead of using anatomical references such as engage your quadriceps, say feel your thighs working, engage your quadriceps. God, I never say that. That's just like too much work to be that proper with it, Feel your thighs working. Using everyday, non-technical, inclusive language is the best way to reach the widest possible audience and to motivate the most people to get active. The study was reported in the blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, what's funny, it's a little contradictory that Ace is saying that, because Ace has you study the proper ways of saying these things. Like, engage your quadricep, and knowing the exact body parts and regions and the scientific names of it. They want you to know that, but here they're saying don't really use that language because you'll confuse people. Well, make up your damn mind. So instead of saying like what it said, engage, if I'm saying, oh, this is going to work out your latimus dorsi, oh my God, what is it called? Oh my God, it's the freaking middle part of your back that goes all the way down. God, I can't remember the name. But anyway, it's like saying stuff like that, and they're gonna be like, "What? You're gonna work your teres major, which is right here." I'm like, just say you're gonna work out this part below your chest, or your pectoralis major. Just say you're gonna work out your pecs. But you can show them what part you're really working out. But yeah, if you're gonna say we're gonna work out our back, that's so much easier than saying we're gonna work out our rhombus or serratus anterior or latimus dorsi or deltoids. Sometimes it's okay. You just got to be careful. I just say the back of the shoulders, and there you go. Nice lats. I said nice hats. But anyway, yeah, keep it stupid simple. because a lot of the times in fitness, it is a lot of scientific stuff you do have to know. You have to know what body parts you're working out and what contractions you need. You know, it's amazing how I'm a better fitness person than like doctors I work with who don't know a goddamn thing about exercising or fitness. But they know so much about the health field, but they don't know how to really exercise. Jason Blaha's 5x5? I guess so. All right, the next one. Wearables lead 2019 fitness trends. Yeah, the freaking fitness bands and the Apple Watches and all that crap. It's such a... Man, I see a lot of females wearing them at my work. Wearable technology like fitness trackers, smartwatches, heart rate monitors, and GPS trackers, are the top fitness trend for 2019. According to the American College of Sports Medicine 13th Annual Survey among industry professionals. The second leading trend is group training, defined as including more than 5 participants and considered a separate category from small group training. And interestingly, group exercise did not appear in the top 20 until 2017. Last year, it also ranked second. The third top trend is high-intensity interval training. HIIT first appeared in the top 20 in 2014, ranking as number 1, and has appeared in the top 5. So, like I said, HIIT is high-intensity training. High-intensity interval training. I think that's what it stands for. Which is, you're just going to be uppity. You're going to be doing a lot of movements. You're going to be pushing real hard. You're going to be working out faster with less rest time in between sets. And you'll be done with the workout in 30 minutes. 30 minutes, 20 minutes to 30 minutes. Trends to watch include fitness programming aimed at older adults, which ranked as number 4 for 2019, as well as body weight trained listing fit. Wait. Okay. That really didn't talk about wearable trends. Way to go, crap. See, some articles are just terrible. Terrible. Let's see. Experts say there's no downside to high fitness levels. Is that true, Nimble? My cat's named Nimble. 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 I am a kitty. 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 Wow, 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 wow. Meow. Meow. He's cute. He's purring. Okay. Extremely fit patients live longer than less fit peers. Well, there you go, folks. According to research conducted at the Cleveland Clinic in Ohio, we found in our study there's no limit on how much exercise is too much. It said principal investigator Whale Jaber, cardiologist. Everyone should be encouraged to achieve and maintain high fitness levels. The study's purpose was to examine the relationship between high fitness levels and longevity as compared with more modest levels of cardiovascular fitness. Okay. Researchers analyzed data from over 122,000 patients who had taken exercise treadmill tests between 1991 and 2014. Wow. To measure risk of death from any cause and its relationship to fitness levels and exercise. Higher cardiorespiratory fitness levels were directly associated with longer life. You hear that? You live longer if you get off your freaking ass. Anyway, extreme cardiovascular fitness carried the most benefit, especially for patients aged 70 and older, and those with hypertension. Ooh, you hear that? Hypertension. Whoa. Study authors noted that healthcare professionals should encourage patients to maintain high-level fitness for optimal health. Boom. Boom. Anyway, yeah, exercising. You get to live longer. Wow, your heart loves you. Resistance training. All right, this will probably be the last article I go through. All right, we have a question from the Machine X. Nimble, you want to read the question? He doesn't want to read it. He's too busy lounging like a little kitty. One question, what rep ranges do you prefer? For example, lower rep ranges with heavier weights? Yes, in lower. Or higher rep with lighter weights? 3 to 4, 8 to 12. I'm going to say both. Because, you know what? I mean, unless you're a power lifter, if you're like some stocky guy into you're on the wrestling team or you're on the football team. I mean, even when I was training for football, they had me doing high rep stuff. But I don't know if you're like a bodybuilder or something. Bodybuilders are always going to be doing a heavy ass weight for lower reps. That's pure strength. But if you're just a normal trainer like me, strength trainer, is just whatever exercising person, I would do both. Just one day do 8 to 12 or do 8 reps or something, and then another day just do strength training, because they both have their great benefits. They really do. Strength training is going to increase bone density. It's going to make your bones stronger. It's going to make you able to resist against the pressure and the weight of heavier weight. That's the main benefit that endurance workouts don't have. But nonetheless, you're going to get some bone density, but not as effectively when it comes to doing strength training. Obviously, you will help increase your reps when you're doing strength, of course, and you'll get bulk that way. But if you want to go for a more tone approach, a more in the middle ground, then yeah, 8 to 12 hypertrophy working out is fine. That's where I do a lot of the times. It's fine. But sometimes I combine the two. Sometimes I do programs where I do a weight for 8 reps, then I go up in weight, and then I drop it down to 8 reps or 6 reps, and then go up weight again, 6 reps, repeat to 4, 2, and then 1. You just gotta play around. Just surprise your body. Just mix it up. Just be careful if you're doing heavier weight. You have a higher chance of injury and your other muscle groups compensating for the lack of strength that you will be missing. Which means that if your body is doing too heavy of a weight and the primary muscle group that's supposed to be worked out, chances are other body parts, other muscle groups are going to chime in, and you don't want that. That's how you injure yourself, and that's how you not work out the proper muscle groups. So yeah, you gotta be careful. But yeah, like I said, they all have their benefits. You want strength training, go lower reps. One day you just want to just power train, do it. One day you want to do endurance training, go above 12, to go to 12, 15 reps. If you want to find in the middle ground, 8 to 12 is fine. My thing is, as long as you're doing something, you're gonna get some benefit out of it. Just you just gotta know yourself. All right, last article, and this is actually what we're talking about. It's topical. Resistance training for muscle size. How many days per week is best? Client's age. Wait, hold on a second. How long does this go for? Oh, lordy. This goes on for a while. Client's age and fitness status play a crucial role in finding the right frequency. To build a great resistance training program, fitness professionals manipulate a number of variables. The process requires striking a deft balance of sets, repetitions, intensity, contraction type, contraction speed, rest between sets, and exercise frequency. Those are a lot of factors to keep in mind when you're doing strength training, resistance. They call it resistance training, but I just say strength training because I'm just lazy, and that's what I was taught, what it was called, and I would never learn about resistance training until I got into personal training. So let me read that again. You need a balance of sets, repetitions, intensity, contraction type, contraction speed, rest between sets, and exercise frequency. So that's, like I said, it's a lot of things you have to keep in mind. And then there's another common challenge. What about people specifically looking for muscle hypertrophy? Okay, the standard recommendation is to train each muscle group 2 to 3 days a week with at least 48 hours of rest for each muscle group trained. 48 hours. But if you're going to go powerlifting, like if you're going to be doing deadlifting the first, on a Monday, and it's a really, really hard, heavy lift workout for your legs and your body, and you want to do that again, let's just say a few days later, but you want to do an actual full leg workout or something, wait about 3 days. Like 72 hours would be great, because that's the thing with powerlifting, is that you got to have enough rest in between. 3 days is definitely the best. Sometimes even longer. Sometimes even longer. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, deadlifts is the biggest compound exercise that you can do. One of the biggest and most important workouts you can do. Because you're working out everything. You're working out your core, your legs, your shoulders, literally everything. You're breathing. It takes a lot of breath out of you, deadlifts. And your lower back if you're not too careful. But the lower back is really there for stabilizing because sometimes you can't help it. As long as you keep your back straight and not like hunched over or you're looking down, just keep neutral spine alignment when you're going. The standard recommendation 40 hours, but some fitness experts have questioned how strongly the science supports this recommendation, especially for people attempting to increase skeletal muscle size. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Skeletal muscle size, lower reps, the better. The review showed that age and fitness level are key factors in determining clients' optimum training intervals for building bigger muscles. Okay. I prefer sumo deadlifts. Yeah, sumo deadlifts. You know, I should try that sometime. I usually do just old school deadlifts. But you know what? When I squat, I almost do, I don't know. I try not to do it. I try to do normal squats with like, you know, your feet or like, you know, hip width, you know, ratio. But when I go heavier weight, I'm almost in like sumo squat position. And I think that's just me just trying to find a good balance for the weight. Because my body frame isn't as, let's just say, sorry, cat. When I'm doing over like 225 pounds on the squat rack, the weight starts getting disproportionate to your body. So if I had a bigger frame, I wouldn't have to worry about spreading my legs so far apart. You know, it's just trying to find that good footing and that good ground. Because obviously you don't want to like fall back or forward. So sometimes my legs will go almost in sumo position. Almost. But yeah, body types play a huge role. You gotta love genetics. Analyze results of published peer-reviewed studies investigating links between muscle growth and training frequency, defined as the number of training sessions per muscle group per week. The studies compared resistance training frequencies in healthy adults based on direct and indirect measures of changes in muscle sizes. Training interventions were a minimum of 4 weeks, and subjects were resistance trained and and untrained people grouped in muscle groups growth studies. Okay, let's just skip the training frequency. What direct measures research tells us? Resistance training research uses two kinds of measures, direct and indirect. To quantify the results of a study, we'll start by looking at direct measures and then summarize indirect measures in the next section. Direct measures use ultrasound magnetic resonance imaging and muscle biopsies to measure muscle growth. 10 direct measure studies lasting 6 to 30 weeks within 289 resistance trained and untrained participants. 55 women and 234 men. Holy crap. Findings suggest that training a muscle group twice a week is optimal for young and middle-aged adults. So, it does not appear that any additional gain in muscle size results from training a muscle more than twice a week. Says my hamstring mobility is really bad. I see. Yep, you'll have to do some flexibility and stability training with the, like you just said. Yeah. Just do lunges, man. Practice lunges. Balance on them lunges. Lunges will definitely help with balancing out your hamstrings and stuff. Let's see. The team noted that different muscle groups in the body are likely to respond uniquely to the frequency stimulus. Thus, specific research comparing various muscle groups of the body is warranted. Surprisingly, the team found that although resistance training is very important for older populations, owing to loss of muscle mass from sedentary aging lifestyles, there's no clear optimal training frequency for gaining muscle size in this population. This suggests that fitness pros should vary frequency and track progress to find the best fit for older clients when the goal is hypertrophy. However, it is cautioned that resistance training on too many days of the week may inhibit adequate recovery in older adults. Yeah, since as you get older, yeah, your body starts to deteriorate and it's not as strong as it was, and your body starts slowing down as you get older. Uh, Sometimes you might have to take it a little bit lighter as you get older, so you can actually recover. Since recovery will be a lot longer, since your body isn't as what it used to be. Doesn't have the energy output and everything working as it used to. If you're in your 70s or 60s compared to if you would be in your 20s or 30s, it makes a big difference. Thanks. I actually never heard a tip like that before. Well, I mean, sometimes just doing balancing exercises that work out the hamstrings or just anything without weight is the best thing to do. Sometimes you have to start from the beginning to go forward, mobility training and stability training is super important, really important. But yeah, I like doing lunges. Lunges is a good balancing technique because you're gonna work out the hips, the quads, the glutes, and the hamstrings. It's going to work out a lot, but it is a good balancing thing. Or you can do air squats if you want to. That'll work out the hamstrings as well. Do leg curls, like hamstring curls, when you're laying on your stomach and you're using your legs to curl the weight back, or the whatever the thing your legs are resting below, and you curl it to your glutes, to your butt. Yeah. Sometimes you just have to start light. Let's see. Squats also will probably help with, squats will be more stability, considering that, if you're doing weighted squats, it can work out both, I would think, because you're going up and down, and you're using a lot of hamstrings when you're in the squat position, and then your quads kick in when you're pushing up. So that's always good. That's good stability for your hamstrings when you're in the squat position. But yeah. Try figuring out motions that can work out the hamstring. That can really help with that, and also stretching. Doing isolated active stretching will definitely help. Which isolated active stretching is stretching for like 8 to 10 seconds, and that's it. A lot of people stretch for too long before they start working out or during their workouts. Let me just say that you shouldn't be doing that. You should be stretching for more than 10 seconds at the end of your workout, because guess what? You need your muscle fibers, you need your muscles to be pulled during your workout. So doing those 8 to 10 second stretches is going to pull it a little bit, but not all the way, because you need leftover stretching space to push with your muscles. The workout's going to help you stretch it out the rest of the way. And then if you stretch out too much, way too much, you're not going to have that much of a good force. Your muscles aren't going to want to really stretch itself out. It's a bit of a complicated thing to talk about, because it's a bit confusing. There's a lot of technical terms involved, but just remember, just do nice quick stretches before your workouts, in between, and then at the end of your workout, you can stretch for way longer because you're done. You can fully stretch out your muscles all the way. It's fine. Because too much of something is a bad thing. Always. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I scare you? Yeah, cat. All right. Well, I'm going to stop there, folks. I have been your host and personal trainer, NikoTheLegend. I don't know how often I'm going to be doing this, but I just wanted to make episode 40 a gym edition. Something a little different, and also a hangout. But I hope you guys did enjoy. I've been your host, NikoTheLegend. Follow me on the Twitch channel, and check me out on the YouTube channel as well. And there should be a stream coming later of either Divinity Original Sin 2 with Dayton, or another Kingdom Hearts stream with just me. Bye!